Are the Golden State Warriors about to pull off the biggest heist of the season? With the Suns crumbling under the weight of their own super team ambitions, the Warriors are lurking in the shadows, poised to capitalize on their rivals' turmoil. And rumors are swirling about a potential blockbuster move that could reshape the Western Conference landscape. What does this mean for our beloved Dubs and their playoff aspirations? Stay tuned, because things are heating up in the Bay, the Phoenix. Suns are in a downward spiral, and as a passionate fan of the Golden State Warriors, I can't help but feel a sense of satisfaction in their struggles. It's been a tumultuous stretch for the Suns, losing to the Victor Wembanyama-less San Antonio Spurs for their fourth consecutive defeat. That's right, 4 straight losses and 7 in their last 8 games, which has left them sitting at 11th in the Western Conference. Meanwhile, the Warriors are fighting tooth and nail for playoff positioning, now 2.5 games ahead of Phoenix. With the Suns boasting the highest payroll in the league and a supposed super team featuring Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal, it's almost shocking to see them branded as one of the worst super teams of all time. The Warriors' aggressive trade tactics might just be a catalyst for the disconnect we're seeing in Phoenix right now. Rumors were swirling around the Suns' desire to deal Bradley Beal, but a combination of his hefty contract and a no-trade clause meant they couldn't pull the trigger. But here's where it gets interesting. It's Durant's future that is stealing the headlines. The Warriors were reportedly gunning hard to reunite with the 2-time Finals MVP earlier this month. They were so aggressive that it seems they actually pushed the Suns to consider trading him. Can you imagine? A deal was apparently on the table, before Durant himself voiced his disapproval, saying he wasn't on board with the move. Lucky for us, the Warriors pivoted and snagged another veteran star in Jimmy Butler, which is a solid move. But it leaves the Suns in a precarious position, knowing that their own superstar, Durant, was almost on the move. How do they build chemistry now? There's a palpable divide, and that's evident in Durant's recent comments, where he referred to the front office as those guys. Udonis Haslem, a 3-time NBA champion, pointed out the clear disconnect when players start using phrases like them and the guys upstairs. When you're talking about your own organization like that, you know things are off. Now, let's think about the implications of all this. If the Warriors hadn't pursued Durant so aggressively, would the Suns be in this situation? Would Durant still be feeling disconnected from the organization? It's fascinating to consider how one team's strategy can ripple throughout the league. And as the Suns continue to struggle, a big question looms over Durant's future as we approach the offseason. If they miss the playoffs, and based on current form it's looking bleak, what will that mean for his tenure in Phoenix? As a Warriors fan, I find myself torn. On one hand, I'm thrilled to see our rivals faltering, but on the other, I wonder about the long-term implications of their decisions. Are the Suns just a moment away from a complete overhaul? Do they have the capacity to rally back, or is this the beginning of a long-term decline? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. This whole situation with the Suns has me questioning whether they can turn it around or if they're destined for more turmoil. Do you believe this is the right path for them? It's a complicated picture, but one thing is for sure. The Warriors are benefiting from this chaos in Phoenix, and we need to capitalize on it as we march toward the playoffs. Andrew Wiggins has finally tasted victory as a member of the Miami Heat. A surprising twist for a player who spent years with the Golden State Warriors. After being traded in the blockbuster deal for Jimmy Butler, Wiggins has had a rocky start, with his new team losing both games leading up to the All-Star break. But then came the game against the Toronto Raptors, where he turned things around in remarkable fashion. The Heat secured a dramatic 120-111 overtime win, and Wiggins played a pivotal role in that success. Back in his home country of Canada, Wiggins had a standout performance, scoring 25 points, grabbing 8 rebounds, and dishing out an assist, along with 2 steals in 42 minutes of play. It was an impressive outing, but what really stood out was his clutch performance in the final moments of regulation. With the Heat down by 3, he was fouled on a 3-point attempt and coolly sank all 3 free throws to tie the game and force overtime. His contributions didn't stop there. He added another 4 points in the closing moments of OT, helping propel Miami to victory alongside All-Star guard Tyler Herro, who combined for 53 points. What's truly shocking is that this marked Wiggins' first career win in Toronto, a fact that's hard to believe considering he's now in his 11th NBA season. During his time with Golden State, he played in Toronto just twice, losing once again in a close game. His previous visit to Toronto was a forgettable experience, where he scored 15 points in a heavy defeat. It's clear now that with the Heat, Wiggins will have more opportunities to make his mark in Toronto, and fans can only hope that this is a sign of better things to come for him. As a Warriors fan, seeing Wiggins move on has been a bittersweet experience. We remember the moments he brought to the franchise, especially during the championship run. The question now is whether this trade was a step in the right direction for both Wiggins and the Warriors. Honestly, I'm torn. Wiggins had developed into an essential part of the Warriors' system, especially on the defensive end. But with the emergence of young talent and the Warriors' strategic moves, perhaps it was the right time for a change. Looking ahead, it's crucial to assess how this decision impacts the Warriors' future. The franchise has invested heavily in their core, and as they navigate this season, the hope is to foster young players while staying competitive. The decision to trade Wiggins was likely made with the long-term vision in mind, but it also raises questions about the team's immediate prospects. With the likes of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson still leading the charge, can the Warriors maintain their championship level, or will they need to recalibrate with fresh talent? And what about Wiggins himself? Can he find a new rhythm with the Heat, or will he struggle to adapt to this new environment? His recent performance suggests he has the potential to thrive, but it will take time to see if he can sustain that level of play. With averages of 16.3 points, 5.7 rebounds, and 3.0 assists in his early games with Miami, he's already showing he still has the capability to impact games. It's a roller coaster of emotions for fans. We reminisce about the highlight reel dunks and crucial defensive stops Wiggins provided. His departure leaves a gap in the roster, but it also opens opportunities for new talents to emerge. The Warriors have a history of finding gems in the draft and developing players into stars. So can we trust the front office to make the right moves to keep the franchise competitive in the coming years? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Do you believe this trade was the right path for both Wiggins and the Warriors? Will he thrive in Miami, or will the Heat struggle to capitalize on his skills? Join the conversation, share your thoughts, and let's dive deep into this debate together. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things Golden State Warriors. Activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. As we continue to follow this journey, one thing is clear. The NBA landscape is always shifting, and we're here for every twist and turn.